Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's morning for me. It's just after 10 a.m. I am heading to Walla. I'm gonna go spend the day and the night and the evening. And a little bit of tomorrow with my girls. This is Sam's week to have Mina, so that also means it's Jessica's week to have Emma. So I'm gonna go up, spend the day with Sam, go with her to pick up Mina from school, hang out a little bit before Emma's soccer game. And at the game, I'll get to see all three. All three of my little grandies. And, you know, my biological and my two bonus grands. It's good to spend some time with all of them while Emma plays her soccer game. And then from there, I'm not sure, other than hanging out with Sam and Mina for the night. Who knows? We may go out to dinner or something, all of us as a group. Haven't really discussed what we're doing tonight. But yeah, spend the night with Sam and Mina, and then tomorrow we'll get little Miss off to school, and then Sam and I will have the day to ourselves. I haven't really decided yet, like if I'm going to hang around until Miss gets out of school, or if I'm going to leave earlier in the day. I don't really know. I tend to do like, we tend to do like the secondhand stores when I'm up there. But it'll be almost lunchtime. So we'll have a couple hours, I guess, if we wanted to go do it today. Because it'll be about 11:15 or so by the time I get up there. Yeah, we might go do a little bit of running around today and then do some more tomorrow. Who knows? There's quite a few stores up there if they're actually open. Last time I was up there, it made sense to me that they were closed on Monday, because that Monday, it was Labor Day. It was a holiday. But like one of them was closed the following Tuesday as well, and I'm like, what? That's not fair. So I don't know if they just took an extended holiday, or if they're always closed on Tuesdays, which I hope not. Mondays and Tuesdays, but guess we'll find out. But yeah, there's a couple neat little, there's like a, they call it the country store, but it's like a indoor antique mall, like an antique market, but inside a building, but it's like little booths that people rent and put their stuff in there to sell. It's a pretty neat little place. Some stuff in there I was like, I can't justify that price. Like there was this really cute hand embroidered handkerchief in there, and it was really cute, and I was like, I could see a use for it in my junk journaling, but at the same time it was $9, and I was like, for a single handkerchief that I'm going to cut up anyway, I can't do it. Didn't realize actually I was trying to adjust the volume and forgot those buttons control my camera. Hopefully hopefully my volume or my sound is a little better. I got some feedback on my last driving video that they could barely hear me, and when I did listen back on playback, it was really quiet for some reason, and I don't know if I was talking quiet, which is entirely possible. But you know, it's not like I do this with a microphone, so I will be stopping somewhere. I'll probably stop at Dutch Bros again to get a coffee for the trip. And when I get to Walla, once we, you know, venture out into the world, anyway, I'm gonna have Sam bring me to their post office. I've got 3 packages to mail out to people from the Buy Nothing Junk Journal group that I'm in on Facebook. So 2 large flat rate shipping boxes and 1 little envelope to go out. I know the medium flat rates are $17.10, but I've not shipped out a large one, and I know prices have increased, so even if I hadn't previously, the price would not be the same. I don't know how much I'm paying to ship these out, but it's okay. Now the Buy Nothing movement is, you know, you're not supposed to trade. You know, you're not supposed to swap things. You're not supposed to ask for money. Not supposed to ask for shipping. It's all part of their. I mean, it's a global movement to reduce waste, essentially. So it's designed to connect people that need stuff with people that have stuff. And all the Buy Nothing groups that I'm in, those are the rules, and they will kick you out of the group lickety split. For breaking any of them. So I first joined this group on Facebook thinking that it was part of that Buy Nothing movement, but I don't think it is. I think they're just using the title. I mean, not nefariously using it, not like they're trying to like pull off a scam or anything. Just that, you know, it's the creators wanted it so that people weren't buying things. You know, and again, I mean, the same premise. I have what you need, so, you know, let's hook up. But it seems to be based more in a trade fashion. And so the people I'm sending these boxes to are totally baffled by me not wanting anything from them. And I'm like, well, because I'm trying to clear out my craft room. That's why I'm sending you, you know, boxes of stuff and not just, you know, a couple of items. You know, I'm trying to decrease the clutter and the mess that's in my craft room. You know, and what better way to do that than, sorry, I'm just realized I have to readjust my mirror, which means I now have to readjust my camera. You know, what better way to do it than, you know, to connect it with other journalers. So the 2 that I'm actually sending to are new to junk journaling. I have a fly in here. So they don't have a whole lot of supplies. Well, one of them definitely doesn't have a whole lot of supplies. And the other lady is was looking for some specific stuff. And it just so happened that some of the specific stuff she was looking for, I'm like, yep, have that, yep, have that, yep, have that, yep, have that. So I messaged her and, let her know what I had. And, sent her some pictures of some other stuff that I had. And she was like, yes, please. So her box is very heavy. In her original ask, she was asking for like vintage invoices. And so I met, when I messaged her, I said, mine are, what I have are brand new. But with some creativity, you could vintage them up easily. So would you be interested in some business forms? And she's like, oh yeah. And so I directed her to my channel, and I said, go down into the playlist, and there's an auction win video that I did that shows all the forms that I won in that auction. And I said, give that a peek and let me know which forms you would like. And when she came back, she's like, oh my God. So she's a form freak like I am, apparently. It's kind of nice to know I'm not alone. But she's like, I love them all. So I just grabbed a book, anything that I had like 2 and 3 and 4 books of, like purchase order books, the sales slip, the rent receipt books. I just grabbed one of each and stuck in her box. So she has all those. The pickup that I got out of this group, for somebody that just moved back locally, most of what was in there, I am passing along. It was primarily stamps. There was literally three totes of stamps, plus like 4 like little 4x4 cubbies, 4x4x4 cubbies that were full of stamps. I don't need any more stamps. If I see a sale, and they're block stamps, which you may have heard me say a few times, I'm not a fan of. They're bulky, they're hard to store, they're hard to work with. I prefer the silicone ones. So that's not to say that I won't ever buy stamps again. If I see a set that I'm like, ooh, I really like those, I'll definitely purchase them. But as far as what I went through the ones that she gave me, and I think I kept 5 or 6 maybe for myself. So all in all, it's like, there was 2 12x12 pads of paper. Each were about half empty. But they were in colors that I would never use. So I put 1 in each box. Some stamps in each box. Grab some edge punches and corner rounders, because I have like 6 or 7 corner rounders at this point. I grabbed 2, off the shelf. Put 1 in each box. Put an edge puncher in each box, and a couple other shape punches in each box. Some paper ruffles, some snippet roll, big old chunk off my snippet rolls. Just a bunch of random things, to hopefully spark some creativity and give some ideas of what they can do with the supplies they do have. But yeah, so those will be going out in the mail. And then my little envelope was also somebody from that same group wanting some whale tail tabs. Now I know I've mentioned it on at least one video before, but Stampin' Up did, once upon a time, they have what's called a whale tail punch, and they discontinued it, and crafters across the nation are like, why don't you bring it back? Because it's very popular, everybody's looking for it. It's crazy when people find them, they put them on eBay, and you know, people have paid like $80, $100, $200, $300 for this one silly little punch, and it's like, ugh. I got lucky. I found mine for $5 on Marketplace, but you know, it's a highly coveted thing. And so, yeah, I get it. I don't understand if something as popular as that is. I mean, they're going to sell them like hotcakes. So I don't know why they don't go back and, you know, bring them back up and start selling them again. But she doesn't have one, obviously. So she was looking for punches. So I have a basket of paper that just kind of has been an overflow basket for a long time, but it always gets pushed off into a corner and like never gets used. So I grabbed that basket and I pulled out all the paper that was like not full size sheets, and that was what I punched tabs out for her. And I just you know, punched until I, you know, ran out of small pieces to punch. And I included some punches in the boxes as well. But yeah. So lots of things going out to help other junk journalers. Very excited to see, you know, when they get them, because, you know, they both do unboxing on their channels. So yeah. Woo. I don't know how well you can see, but it is a gloomy, rainy day again. I think it's been raining off and on here for like a week and a half. You know, I wish it would just storm and get it over with. Oh good, there's somebody behind me today. So simple. No. Yeah, I'm tired of my throat. My throat is itchy and scratchy. You would think that with it raining and stuff that the pollen count would be down and my allergies would be chilling out, but doesn't appear to be the case. Hopefully my phone didn't just pick up my radio when I stopped talking. End up getting a lovely copyright claim on my another video. It'd be interesting to see if and how closely they're going to look at that kind of stuff. So I'm almost to 500, so I'll be able to start the partnership program, you know, or well, put my stuff on a loop first, get my hours logged in, you know, put the call out to my peeps, to do the same for me, if they would, you know, just put one of my playlists up and put it on a loop. I got about half, just over half. I've got 1751 or something of the 3,000 required hours. So yeah, I gotta bank those hours for sure. But yeah, then I can apply for the partnership program and start getting some stuff.
I feel like right here I'm like eye level with you.
Yeah. How are you this morning?
I'm tired, but I'm doing good. What are you doing?
You work in a coffee plate.
I know. I've only had a little Rebel so far. So
I would like a 32-ounce iced caramelizer,
yeah,
2 extra shots,
of course.
no whip,
Awesome.
iced.
Yes.
Did I say that already?
Yes.
And I'm gonna pay for the car behind me.
Yeah, of course. Let me go grab that.
Sure. Putting it on my credit card. I forgot my debit card at home. I've really got to try to remember to put that back in my car. Or in my wallet, I mean. Then I never realize it until I try to use it.
There we go. Just 11:54 for you. Do you have the app?
Yeah, but it's on my phone, which is busy.
Yeah,
so.
I can do a phone number.
509.
Yeah.
La 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 la. You don't need my number. You don't need my phone number.
Awesome. Okay, it's gonna be 11:54. Is preferred tip okay?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Oh my gosh, my card reader is being so weird today. That's why I had to go inside a little bit ago, because it died on me. And then I was like, and my coworker was like, "Oh, it's piling up out there." I was like, I know, I'm going as fast as I can. But these are fairly new, so everyone's still trying to get the hang of them. And so they're all like not liking to work. Let's go. I got her.
Wait,
What?
where's the light?
Okay, I'll actually have you pay at the front.
Okay.
My thing's not working.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome, thank you.
Uh-huh.
How we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. All right, so we got a large ice caramelizer, 2 extra shots.
For me, and
For
then
you.
yeah,
For them,
the caramelizer's mine.
yeah. And then for them, it's gonna be a large ice Americano 3 decaf light. Okay,
Yep.
cool. It's me, 1354. What you got going on today?
Heading to Walla Walla.
Walla, what for?
Go see my daughter and my grandkids.
Oh, there you go. That should be fun.
Oh yeah. It's hard to do now that they're all in school,
Yeah.
so can't really steal them for a week at a time anymore. And
Awesome. Well, you have a great day.
you too. So yeah, that does suck with all, you know, with them all in school now. It's like, ugh, You know, I used to be able to go up on a, you know, on a Friday. Or, you know, go up on a Wednesday and keep them until Sunday, or, you know, stuff like that. I can't do that anymore because they're all in school. Now it's like, oh, I go up on Friday, I've got to go back up on Sunday to bring them home. And on top of that, I'm working around a visitation schedule on Sunday, so, you know, I have to have them up there by noon on Sunday. It's like, ugh, kind of it's yucky. Girls' dad was like, you know, when they split up, when Sam and David split up, you know, was talking about Emma, you know, because it's stepdaughter, you know, being able to come up and visit and stuff. And he's like, well, you're still her grandma. It's not like, you know, she's not going to be able to see you anymore. I go, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's almost impossible to schedule, you know, a weekend for her to come and spend the weekend because she's in soccer, she's in school, her mom works, her dad works, they're in a split home, so there's back and forth, you know, I go, there's just a lot to coordinate, and we haven't been able to coordinate it. Oh, and school. Soccer, school, work and work. So, and then visitation. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a bummer. But, I mean, I guess this is really what normal grandparenting is like, right? Across the world having to figure out ways to see the grandkids. Around everybody else's schedule, and, you know, not getting to see them as often as they would like as a result. Delete a bunch of large files out of my photo gallery, which took me from like 99% full down to like 80% full. So hopefully that, you know, is enough to not run out of space. Breaking the law, I'm taking wildlife across county lines. Already crossed one county line, get ready to cross the second county line. window coming onto the highway, you could have zippered your butt right in. One of my biggest complaints about drivers around here is that they don't know how to merge. Drives me bonkers. I get that fly to land on a window. Fly near the window, going fast enough that it, crack the window and it'll create a suction. Out it goes. It just blew into my nose. Not up my nose, into my nose. Is that it's really loud. When I roll the window down. He hid in the corner down by my windshield and did not go out the window. StreamYard is getting ready to expire because it was about this time last year. It was with bonus last year that I paid for a year of StreamYard. I don't know if I want to renew it because I haven't really been going live. I mean, I've gained a ton of subscribers in the last couple months. I think I'm at like 453, something like that. And I think the last time I went live, I was only at like 300. And there still wasn't a whole lot of live activity. A couple people came in and, chatted during the live stream, but there was more than one, which was nice, and more than just myself, which was really nice. Because despite these driving streams, I don't like talking to myself. I really don't. I just don't know if it's worth paying for, another year of StreamYard. I know they raised the price. And there is the free version of StreamYard. I think you get 50 hours a month, which isn't a lot. If I was gonna go back to, my old schedule and doing what I used to do lives, about. You know, the 50 hours is not much. And you can also go live straight from YouTube, which I've never done. I don't know how. I'd have to figure it out. And I don't know the rules for that. So I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, because I like doing the unboxings live. When I get Temu orders, or I get, Amazon orders, or when I get undelivered mail orders. I like doing those live. If I only did those live but did the rest of my stuff on video, I could do the free StreamYard. Sam's like, I miss doing lives with you, and I'm like, except for you work now, so it's kind of hard to do, because she's works a 40-hour job. She gets off work at 8 o'clock at night. It's a little too late to do streams, so unfortunately, that means she is not a deciding factor in whether or not I go back to doing live streams. Because with her working, it'd be a lot of streams with just me. Unless, and this is the wild card, is that a great majority of the subscribers that I've gotten in the last 2 months have been from the crafting community. And the animal community, since I started putting up videos of my dragons and my kitty and the puppies. I've gotten some subscribers through animal communities. So there is some potential, I suppose, if I'm doing crafting videos live, that some of those new subscribers would pop into chat. Not sure though, because there's really not a whole lot of people in the crafting community, at least none that I really follow. There's only 2 that I can think of right now off the top of my head that actually do live streams. The rest of them all do video uploads. So is doing live streaming even a thing in the crafting community? I don't know. Points to ponder. So those of you that are listening to this, if you've listened this far in, leave a comment. Let me know. Would you be interested in doing crafting streams live again? Would you come in and chit chat? Just let me know. Good old smelly town of Walla. Last several times I've been through here, I have not smelled the paper mill, so I'm like, I don't know. Like the first couple times we came through, like there was no steam or anything, so I was like, are they down for maintenance? Are they closed? What's the deal? And even now, there's not the big plumes that I usually see, and there's not the stench. So I'm not sure what's going on with the paper mill. I just realized that I did not grab my glucometer, so I guess I will not be taking my blood sugars in the morning. Oops. Forgot this morning as well. Been really, really bad about remembering to do it. One lane road ahead. Oh, yay. Be prepared to stop. Flagger ahead. I'm like, this is interesting. I'm slowing down, dude. I know he's just doing his job. I wonder what they're doing. Go away, fly. Park. My tootsies are getting cold. Where'd you go, you stupid fly? Get out. Get out. Get out. Or squish, either way. Her. Nope. I'm hoping I just shoot him out the window. Guess we'll see. I don't see him down there in the corner. I grabbed my seat pillow. It's like trying to either like squish him or get him to move out of the corner. Wonder how far construction's going here. Well, the good news is that the semi is behind me and not in front of me. So that'll be nice. So I for sure have one Temu order. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. The other one still says pre-shipment and there's like no delivery date yet. I mean, I ordered them on the same day. So I don't know if the other one's just not been updated. Did the sorting center just like bag them together when they got to the United States, so it's coming as one package? I don't know. I guess we'll see when it gets here. Mostly clothes. Corner protectors for books. I accidentally... Whoa, I wonder when this fire was. Holy smokes. This was a huge fire. Wow. Everything is charred as hell. Oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah, melted the melted the guard railing. All the wood pylons holding the guardrails up. Yikes. Shows you how much I pay attention. Fire that big and didn't know anything about it. I don't really watch the news or anything anymore, so. I do have another packet or two of the random die cuts. They have the miniatures that I've been ordering, but they also have bigger ones. Stupid chair. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Can't remember what I ordered. I know I accidentally did another one click to pay. Kind of the same thing happened. I was on Temu and was just kind of scrolling through, and somehow I don't even know how to get to it. So I don't know if it's a swipe screen. Never really looked to see how I get there. Somehow or another, as I was starting to nod off, I ended up on that screen, and then I jumped and ordered something, ordered another item. I've been lucky so far. The 3 times it's happened, it's, been on something that I can use in my craft room, but it's bound to happen where I'm gonna end up ordering some flippin' random thing, and I'm gonna be like, what? I don't even know what this is. Chronic fatigue is real, guys. hips are screaming. They're yelling at me and reminding me that I did not take my meds before I left the house. Kind of hurting. I'm sure it'll be pretty bad by the time we get to Walla. So I'm going to try to get to the aviary, park while I'm up here this time, and take you guys on walkabout through there. It's a really nice park, and they are on the mend. So we had a budding serial killer. And I say that just, because cruelty to animals is like one of the three, the trifecta. Broke into a bunch of the cages and kayed a bunch of the birds, including, both adult peacocks were kayed, it was so sad, just a bunch of birds. I think there was like 20 something birds that were kayed during that. And at the same time that like right before that happened, we were having in our community in the Tri-Cities, we were having cats being mutilated all around the community, and they were, and it was so stupid because the news kept saying it wasn't being done by a human, it was being done, it was coyote activity. And I'm like, number one, coyotes are not going to bite a cat clean in half and then leave it behind. Coyotes are killing for food. They're going to eat what they kill. They're not going to kill it and leave it. And witnesses, which, when it came, what was being reported on the news was not what witnesses were saying they saw. Witnesses were saying that it was clean cut, like slices. And the news was like, no, that's not true. Like, okay, so we're gonna discount eyewitness. I'm like, they were, I don't know, at first it seemed like it was just like trying not to create fear, but then it just started looking like a cover-up. It was like the stories that were coming out, like the coyote story, and it was like really, and the cats weren't always being found like just out in the open. Like one was found inside a power box. So explain to me how the coyote opened a power box and put really? So yeah, like I said, it started to feel like it was a big cover-up. Like they figured out who it was, and like it was a police officer's son, or somebody high up, and it was just like, we're gonna hush this up. They never did officially say that this person did it. They did arrest somebody on other charges, violating a restraining order, or multiple restraining orders on the same person, stalking, and the cat that was found in the power box was at the apartment complex where the female lived, which is kind of how it led to him. And there were that he wasn't arrested because of that. He was arrested because of other evidence of stalking and violating the protection order. But as soon as he was locked up, the killing stopped. So deductive reasoning would indicate that there was a high probability that he was the culprit. But the person that did the aviary in Walla Walla turned out to be a different person altogether. They did catch the guy that killed all the birds up here. And I don't know how much jail time he got. The guy that they think was doing the cats in the Tri-Cities is still in jail. And hopefully never gets out. Like, if they release him, I hope they release him to an institution, because he's not all there. He put some videos out on YouTube, and it's like, whoa, this guy's got some mental health issues, big time. And the whole stalking thing, you know, her current boyfriend had posted some stuff on Facebook and had shared like DMs and emails and social media posts and stuff that he'd made where, you know, he's talking about their relationship, but they had broken up years ago. And just I mean, yeah, really, really, really off the wall, like out of touch with reality stuff. And she was in hiding for a long time and was under a different name, and then somehow or another he found out what her new name was and started stalking her again, which is when he got arrested. But yeah, the boyfriend posted stuff after the arrest. Obviously, he didn't out her. After the arrest, he posted stuff because people were bashing her for having him arrested. And it's like, he's talking about, you know, he's putting into word and sending it out things like, if I can't have you, nobody will, and you better always be watching behind your back because you never know when I'm going to be there. And I mean, like, really, really scary stuff. And so people bashing her for having him arrested, I was like, what? And so that was the decision behind releasing a lot of that stuff, was that a lot of people didn't realize how severely demented he was, and how much of a threat he was posing to her. But he's been in jail now going on 3 years, maybe. Oh yeah, speed limit 70. I'm remembering that right about the time it's going to drop back down to 60. I still don't understand why, you know, why the speed limit doesn't just stay 70 all the way to Walla. But community. Like, we're not the size of like LA or even Seattle. I mean, within our own state, we're nowhere near the size of, you know, some of even our own big cities, but we've had some pretty significant crimes happen here. You know, things that are like, well, that's like big city stuff. You know, we've had gang shootings. We've had a murder that was done. Well, we've had several murders that were like, wow. But one lady cut a baby out of the stomach of another and stole the baby, left the mom to die, which she did. That person has been has never been held, never had been to trial, because she was determined unfit to stand trial. So she's been in a mental hospital since she was arrested. And that was, gosh, probably 20 years ago. We have Sophia Juarez, who disappeared when she was 5. She was the very first Amber Alert for the state of Washington. I believe it was in 2003, if I remember correctly. She's never been seen since. And there's been nothing. No body found, no sightings, no nothing. There was some hope. There was an interview that was on TikTok last year, I think it was, of a girl. There's a guy down in Mexico that he just kind of goes to parks and interviews people, and he did an interview with this girl that was talking. She was saying that, you know, she didn't know how old she was. She was told that she was stolen when she was little, and they think this is how old she is, but she doesn't know for sure. And, you know, and the story was like, wow, that's wow. And she looked a lot like the age progression photos of Sophia. So we had a lot of hope that it was going to turn out to be her. As a community, but unfortunately, DNA tests ruled that out. But that's like the first glimmer of hope. You know, and her family, her mom has since passed away. I think her mom passed away just a couple years after she disappeared. But, you know, passed away not knowing what happened to her daughter. But the family still lives in the community. So when the TikTok thing came out, you know, the family was all over social media, you know, trying to, you know, coordinate and demand that DNA testing be done, and that, you know, that the police, somebody get down there and do, you know, and interview her or find her, you know, and then, you know, the family down in Mexico came out and said this is not her. You know, she's, you know, mentally ill and she's on drugs, and, you know, she's, you know, it was a made up story, blah 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 blah. But then, you know, they tucked her away. So when, you know, police did try to find her, nobody could find her. It took several months for them to locate her. and be able to collect a DNA sample. But it was like, dang, you know, why hide her? You know, so I don't know, it still kind of sticks with me a little bit that while she turned out not to be Sophia, that she may still, the story may still be real, and that, you know, she is another missing, you know, a little girl that was taken when she was very young and taken off to Mexico, never to be heard from by her family ever again, you know. But how do you reverse search that? You know, it's great. I mean, her DNA is on file now, which is good, you know, but I mean, is there a DNA database for missing, you know, missing persons? You know, like if I, you know, for example, say I had a family member that was missing, is there a database where I could put my DNA into it so that eventually at some point there's a hit on it and they contact me? I mean, I know that, you know, I can upload my stuff into GEDmatch from my 23andMe, and I've been meaning to do it. I just haven't been able to figure it out because there's like all these steps to it that didn't make any sense to me. So I need a computer savvy person to help me walk me through that. But and that is available for like police departments for solving crimes. So they can use, you know, my DNA, and if it's an ancestor of mine, you know, use my, you know, there's a DNA linkage, using my DNA and my family tree to narrow down and try to figure out who the suspect might be. But I don't know if that same database is used for like missing persons. Now that I've kind of talked that out in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna have to look again, because now I'm curious. And maybe I'll try again to get my DNA results uploaded into GEDmatch. And I did order an Ancestry DNA kit and had it for my half sister, and had it sent to her. It's weird that it's taken so long. She still hasn't gotten it, and it's been like 10 days since I ordered it. She still hasn't gotten it, but we're hopeful that that'll help her get some answers, because she was put up for adoption when she was born. And who her father was went to the grave with our mother. So she knows nothing about her dad's side of the family at all. And to the best of all of our knowledge, the only person that had any information on who that person is my mother. And so doing a DNA test, unfortunately, I think is the best and possibly the only option for her to be able to find out some of her family history. So we're hoping that she gets some answers, if she ever gets the dang kit. She did say there was a mail shortage, so mail's running really slow. She's over on the East Coast, so hopefully that that's all it is. It's just, you know, it's hung up in the mail. I might contact them because they've never even sent me. I mean, I got my confirmation from PayPal that I paid for it, but I never got anything from Ancestry. You know, confirming the order. I've never gotten a tracking number or anything. So I guess maybe I should contact them and be like, okay, so what's going on? Can you give me some information? That's so funny. I was like, my brain was like focused on the other house. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta take this exit now. See? Merge. You're supposed to merge at highway speed. Probably could have got in front of them, but that's okay. Boy, road closed. Okay. We get to go all the way around. Let's see if I can get myself lost. As many times as I've driven her around town. Yeah. And as many times as I've taken a wrong turn and ended up on some random road. We'll see if I can still find my way to her place since the main road is closed. So there's BMAC. God, I love these tiny, narrow little roads. Guys having fun? Bouncing around? We're just gonna kind of keep going straight. So Grace, this little restaurant you hear on the left, really good sandwich place. This is Alder. Yep. I can't tell if the road is open or not. Looks like it. We're gonna give it a shot. Because yes, I'm kind of getting into a part of town where I'm like, kind of second guessing. I know Pioneer Park is down there to the left, but I'm not super confident that I could find her house. Even if I could find the park. We're gonna go up here because it looked like Second was open. Yes. Get back onto the road that I need to be on, or that I'm comfortable being on. Hopefully, this means that the road is open up here. And they're done with construction. Although I see red signs up there, orange signs, so it doesn't look like it. That looked like Yeehaw was closed. There was no cars out. Maybe they're just closed on Mondays. Look up their hours, I guess, when I get stopped. Road closed ahead. Let's see if it's closed. Just so Chestnut is closed still. Okay. I should be able to still go up to Maple. Last time I was up here, I was getting, about people not knowing how to use a four-way stop, because the light's out because of all the construction. And then I blew through this intersection without it, because I was like, I kind of glanced up at the light, didn't see red, and just went. And then like halfway through the intersection, and I'm like, oh my God. I didn't see red, but I also didn't see green. Sure, yeah. Guess that was my karma. At least I didn't get hit. I would have sucked. Chevys. FedEx truck, PTSD. It's the exact kind of truck I crashed my Jetta into. Ended up to my windshield underneath it. Little white car's hauling butt. And you're turning. This house right here on the right is one of my favorites. It's old school plantation style. There's some really, really nice places here in Walla Walla. Some really cool old houses and stuff. pretty sure that Walla Walla is like one of the oldest, if not the oldest town in Washington. Alrighty, so I am here. Thanks for driving along with me, and join me in future videos, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of Walla Walla other than just driving around town. Don't forget to hit the like button, keep me in the algorithm, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye-bye.